It's well known that humans have different biases, preferences, and perceptions compared to each other, and these biases can creep their way into the software we use. Whether by intention or accident, it's important to understand that technology might not be perfect, and in some cases designed to alter our views. Today, we'll look at how OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, influence people and politics due to biases in their products. In some ways, this could be compared to the infamous Facebook and Cambridge Analytica data scandal. Elon Musk has had a lot to say about the topic too, so stay tuned and let's dive right in. To add some context, let's look back to 2015 when the Facebook Cambridge Analytica data scandal shook the tech and political worlds. At the center of this controversy was the unauthorized harvesting of personal data from millions of Facebook users by the consulting firm Cambridge Analytica. This data breach raised serious concerns about privacy, data protection, and the influence of technology on democratic processes. The data was obtained through an app called This Is Your Digital Life, developed by Alexander Kogan and his company, Global Science Research. The app, which was marketed as a personality quiz, not only collected data from users who voluntarily participated, but also extracted information from their Facebook friends' profiles without their explicit consent. This resulted in the compromise of up to 87 million Facebook profiles, with users unaware of how their data was being used. Cambridge Analytica, armed with this massive trove of personal data, used it to provide analytical assistance to political campaigns, including those of Ted Cruz and Donald Trump during the 2016 US presidential election. Their goal was to target potential voters with tailored political messages, leveraging psychological profiles constructed from the harvested data. By micro-targeting individuals based on their personality traits, interests, and political beliefs, Cambridge Analytica aimed to sway public opinion and influence election outcomes. The impact of the Facebook Cambridge Analytica scandal was massive. It raised significant questions about the ethical boundaries of data collection, privacy rights, and the potential manipulation of democratic processes through targeted messaging. It also prompted a wider debate on the role of social media platforms in safeguarding user data and the need for more robust regulations to protect individuals' privacy in the digital age. Following the disclosure of this data misuse in 2018 by Christopher Wiley, a former Cambridge Analytica employee turned whistleblower, a public outcry ensued. It led to Facebook's CEO Mark Zuckerberg testifying before the US Congress and apologizing for the company's failures in protecting user data.
A broad enough view of our responsibility, and that was a big mistake. And it was my mistake, and I'm sorry.
Additionally, the Federal Trade Commission imposed a historic fine on Facebook for privacy violations and demanded stricter safeguards for user data. The Facebook Cambridge Analytica scandal served as a wake-up call, highlighting the potential risks associated with the uncontrolled collection and use of personal data in the digital realm. It sparked a wave of awareness and scrutiny, pushing both governments and technology companies to reassess their data practices and implement stronger safeguards to protect user privacy and maintain the integrity of democratic processes. So how does any of this relate to OpenAI? Well, the issue with AI models is they need to be trained on data, and that data can contain biases. For example, there have been cases where face recognition software has had trouble identifying people of different skin tone due to the training data being predominantly dominated by a particular skin tone. OpenAI are aware that ChatGPT also suffers from similar biases, such as instances where it has refused to write a story about Donald Trump beating Joe Biden in the US election, saying, "I'm sorry, but that scenario did not occur in the real 2020 United States presidential election. Joe Biden won the 2020 presidential election against Donald Trump. It would not be appropriate for me to generate a narrative based on false information." Many people have raised the debate that this shows a political skew with the output from ChatGPT, which is very similar to what happened with Cambridge Analytica. One of those people is the visionary entrepreneur and CEO of various tech ventures, Elon Musk. Recently, Musk made headlines again with his announcement of TruthGPT, a language model aimed at combating what he perceives as political correctness in AI. Elon has been vocal about his concerns regarding political correctness and its potential impact on AI. He argues that language models, like OpenAI's GPT-3, tend to become overly cautious and suppress certain viewpoints due to biases in the training data. Musk's proposed solution is TruthGPT, a language model that aims to prioritize objective truth over political correctness. This has sparked discussions and debates within the AI community and beyond. Supporters of the initiative see it as a way to ensure free speech, challenge echo chambers, and encourage diverse perspectives. They argue that by prioritizing objective truth, AI models can avoid bias and censorship, fostering open dialogue and critical thinking. On the other hand, critics express concerns about the potential risks associated with TruthGPT. They highlight the challenges of defining and determining objective truth, as well as the possibility of amplifying misinformation or harmful ideologies. Additionally, critics argue that AI models should prioritize fairness, inclusivity, and mitigating harm, rather than solely focusing on a narrow definition of truth. It is important to note that the concept of political correctness in AI is complex and multifaceted. While the intentions behind Musk's TruthGPT may be well-meaning, the practical implementation and consequences of prioritizing objective truth raise significant ethical questions. Balancing free speech, fairness, and inclusivity within AI systems is a challenging task that requires careful consideration. The debate surrounding Musk's TruthGPT also highlights the broader societal discussions on the role of AI and its impact on shaping public discourse. As AI language models become more prevalent in various applications, the responsibility to ensure that they promote ethical and inclusive communication lies not only with developers, but with society as a whole. Ultimately, finding the right balance between promoting objective truth, fostering open dialogue, and upholding principles of fairness and inclusivity remains a complex challenge. As the development and deployment of AI technologies continue to evolve, it is crucial to engage in thoughtful discussions and collaborations to navigate these issues responsibly and ensure that AI serves the best interests of humanity. Elon's plans for TruthGPT don't just revolve around combating political correctness, but also positioning it as a counter to tech giants like Microsoft and Google.
I'm going to start something which you call TruthGPT, or a maximum truth-seeking AI that tries to understand the nature of the universe.
He has been a vocal critic of the dominance of tech giants like Microsoft and Google, expressing concerns about their control over AI development and the potential for biases within their systems. Musk sees TruthGPT as a way to challenge their influence and offer an alternative that prioritizes objective truth and avoids censorship. Musk's plan for TruthGPT involves making the technology open source, inviting collaboration from the community to ensure transparency and prevent undue concentration of power. By doing so, he aims to establish TruthGPT as a decentralized and more democratic alternative to the AI models developed by established players in the industry. Musk's ambitions for TruthGPT extend beyond countering the influence of existing tech giants. He envisions a future where multiple competing AI models coexist, each with its own set of principles and objectives. This vision aligns with his belief that diverse perspectives and a competitive landscape are essential for driving innovation and avoiding monopolistic control. However, critics argue that the implementation of TruthGPT as a counter to Microsoft and Google raises its own set of challenges. They question whether Musk's approach could fragment the AI community further, leading to a lack of standardization and interoperability. Additionally, concerns about the potential misuse or manipulation of open-source AI models also come to the forefront. It is worth noting that Elon's plans for TruthGPT are still in the early stages, and their success and impact remain to be seen. The AI landscape is dynamic, and the role of emerging players like TruthGPT in challenging the dominance of established tech giants is an ongoing narrative that will shape the future of AI development. The introduction of TruthGPT as a counter to Microsoft and Google adds an intriguing dimension to the AI landscape. It raises questions about the concentration of power, the need for transparency, and the potential benefits and risks of decentralized AI models. As Musk's plans for TruthGPT unfold, the industry and the wider community will closely observe its progress and the implications it may have for the future of AI. As we wrap up, the parallels between the Facebook Cambridge Analytica scandal and OpenAI's evolving policies remind us of the importance of responsible data handling. The discussions around AI's political correctness further highlight the need for careful consideration of the societal impact of AI technologies. But let's see if Elon delivers on his TruthGPT. What are your thoughts? Do we need to be more careful with what we believe from ChatGPT? Leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep up to date with the latest in AI and technology, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content. Catch you in the next video.